Hello guys, so today's the day I'm going to be dyeing my hair. It's so auburn and the roots are coming through and I've been justifying it for long enough and I've decided that I'm going to do it. So just showing you what my hair currently looks like before I dye it, all the roots, fluffing it around, having a little boogie, I don't really know. And yeah, so give it a brush through so you can see it's in pretty good condition. So I don't want anybody to think, oh my god Amber, you're going to ruin your hair. It's not that bad. So this is the colour that I'm going to be using. It's the L'Oreal Casting Creme Gloss in the colour, I think it's medium brown 500. Yep, it is. And I wanted to go a couple of shades darker this time instead of my usual chocolate truffle because it just doesn't sit in my hair long enough. But I really like this. It's semi-permanent and nowhere near as damaging as some other dyes. So I'm just going to show you guys what you need. So I've got a wire tooth comb, a tangle teaser, and pretty much that's most of my tools. I've got a band in case I want to separate my hair, and yeah, just showing you what else, I guess. Top, an old one that I don't care about. With this dye, you've actually got to dampen your hair before you put it on. So I'm just sitting here in my nice towel, having it towel dried, and just double check the instructions on the back because sometimes people don't realise it's got to go on wet hair. Showing you what's inside the box. Obviously, you've got a set of instructions, like I say. I've got to try and realise which one I've got to do this time because I've got roots for the first time in my life. So this is what they look like, nice and pink. Realising my roots have got to be done. So I'm just double checking what it is that I've got to do, and I think I found it. It says to put it on for 15 minutes on your roots, to leave it, and then to put it on your rest of your hair for the extra 10. So I'm just going to comb out my damp hair really gently. I know it looks like I'm being a bit rough with it, but to be honest, it really wasn't that tangled. It was just damp as usual, and it's really good to do this so you don't just get clubs of dye stuck in your hair so it gets knottier. So I like to just detangle it first before I do anything else with my hair. And it just makes life a little bit easier for when you're, you know, dyeing it and stuff. Making sure it's just all brushed through, nice and detangled, and happy days with hair, right? It looks so long wet. Let's hope our hair colour looks like this when it's actually dyed. It's quite dark. So inside we've got the colour cream that you mix in with the gloves and the conditioner, and we've got the development cream, which part 1 goes into part 2, just like that. They've actually changed the packaging, which is quite strange. So just going to put my gloves on, try and open them. They're sometimes a bit stiff. These gloves are kind of okay, kind of not, but if you want to use your own gloves, I don't blame you. Like, you know, the quality of them isn't the best in the world, but, you know, they do the job. I remember before they changed the gloves, you used to put them on, you just rip your hands straight through. It was an absolute nightmare. You had to have, like, midget hands, which I definitely don't have. So just attempting to put some gloves on, scratching my nose, you know, before the dye goes on, because it's always the way. And just showing you how and what to mix it. I'm pretty sure if you guys are watching this, you may have already dyed your hair before. I dropped the lid in the bath. That was clever. So, just opening the development cream. Well, not the development cream. What am I talking about? This is the colour cream. And I realised because of the packaging's changed, it's really difficult to actually get into the cream. So I'm just trying to push it down thinking, yep, that'll work. But no, it was being a bit more stubborn. Turns out there's actually instructions on the bottle telling you how to open it. But I couldn't find it, so it took me a little while. But never mind, I got there in the end, you know. I was like, yay, alas! You know, we have a hole. Fantastic. Gotta love it. See, that's the little bit you have to stick in there. As I say, as I start squeezing it into the development cream, I actually realised there's instructions on the colour cream bottle saying how to open it, which I felt a little bit silly for. But it's a lot better this way. I remember the other colour creams, it was quite like metally, so you couldn't get all the product out and then you just lose loads of it. So this sort of plasticky, thinner plastic, you actually can squeeze it all out properly and it's really good instead of the metal one, which was a little bit more stubborn. There you go, there was the instructions. Silly me, couldn't find it. Bit of hair in my face, wonderful. I don't know why I'm brushing it through again. I think it was because I had the bit of hair. So don't forget, when you do it, you want to hold the top, although I didn't hold the top very much, and give it a good shake. And I mean a good shake, because sometimes you shake it, you think it's done, and actually it's not that great. You want to shake it so the colour in the bottle actually turns like a brownie colour and not just a pearly white. So you want to make sure it looks a bit different and just have fun with it, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing here. This is ridiculous. What is that? What am I doing? I have no idea. So now my hair's all washed out. I use my mane and tail shampoo and conditioner to rinse it out, and obviously the conditioner in the dye. So I'm just showing you what it looks like wet. I'm covered in hair dye. And now I know it's bad, but I'm going to blow dry it because it's cold. I have a cold. It's winter, and I really just want to see what the colour looks like all styled. Don't we all? You know, we can't all be guilty for that. So I'm just going to go in with my Tresemme, I think it's Get Sleek blow dryer, and just give it a bit of a blast from the past, looking at all my hair dye stains. A little bit embarrassing. But yeah, just going to give it a little blow dry. Woo, it's all done and blow dried and looking silky smooth with a fresh bit of dye. Loving it. So now I'm going to be a bit naughty. Well, you'll go see another clip first, but I'm going to be a bit naughty and give it a little straighten on my not my GHDs. I'm going to use my Tresemme straighteners probably on just 80 degrees. Again, same range, Get Sleek straighteners. So this is what it's going to look like. Woo! All done.